The ghost dance is the belief in the coming of a Messiah or deliverer who shall restore his people to a condition of primitive simplicity and happiness. Do you see any similarities to Christianity or any ideals within the Roman Catholic Church?
Yeah, the second coming of Christ, it's supposed to be heaven on earth, not necessarily simplistic, but heaven on earth, which is supposed to be, obviously, utopia.
So, do you think that in the Catholic Church, singing or the musical hymns are equivalent to a dancing ritual performed by Native Americans?
Well, the Roman Catholic faith has a lot of rituals, so music is part of it. It's an integral part of Mass, the music. So, Gregorian chant has been around since, I think, probably 1700 years. So when people say you pray twice when you sing, because you're not only meditating, but you're also expressing your faith in God as you do it. And music, it is a ritual because it's something that's been handed down as a way to express worship in God and your faith, and it's an important part of Mass. So yes, there is a relationship there. Yeah.
Do you think that Native Americans are treated fairly?
No. I think that they're disrespected because they're often forced off their land. Like recently in Dakota, there was a pipeline trying to be built through an Native American reservation, and they were trying to force them off their land, which they need. And luckily they were not allowed to build it, but it was very close.
Certain numbers play an important role in Cherokee ceremonies. The numbers 4 and 7 are interconnected because there are 7 directions. 4 of them are the cardinal directions of north, east, south, and west. Of these 4 directions, certain ones are linked to a certain color. The remaining 3 show the direction of the upper world, lower world, and center, which is where we live. The upper world is pure and cleaner than this world. In the upper world, there is a sun god, whose gender is neutral, the distributor of day, night, and life and death. The sun's brother is the moon, or often our grandparent. Fire symbolizes the sun on earth. The sun is referred to as ancient red, while fire is referred to as ancient white. The lower world contradicts what the upper world represents. It is filled with disorders, madness, and chaos. One way these worlds are contrasted is that the underworld is connected by water, while the upper world is connected by fire.
In the Cherokee society, there are 7 clans, which are Longhair, Blue, Wolf, Wild Potato, Deer, Bird, and Paint. The Longhair clan is known for their non-violent character. Orphans, war prisoners, and non-confirmed Cherokee tribe members are often adopted to the clan. During the age of Peace Chief and War Chief, Peace Chief comes from this clan. The Blue clan is known for producing special medicines for children. They name after a medicine made from a bluish colored plant called blue holly, in which they get their name from. The Wolf clan is the biggest clan. Since the wolves were considered as protectors, War Chief was chosen from this clan. The Wild Potato clans are known to be land keepers or farmers, protectors of the earth. They gather wild potato plants in swamps along streams to make flour or bread for food. Deer clan's members are popularly known as fast runners and hunters. Despite their hunting, they show respect and carefulness to the animals while they live among them. They are messengers. They deliver messages from village to village, person to person. Bird clan's members are also known as messengers. Birds are believed to be messengers between earth and heaven, which make members of this clan keeper of the birds. They are also very skillful in using blowguns and snares for bird hunting. Paint clan's members are similar to Blue clan in the sense that they are very good in medicine as well. The medicine is harvested, mixed, performed, and painted on the patient.
Fire.
Many times, the only thing people remember about Native Americans are the negative things, but they contribute many positive things and should be remembered for them. Some of these things were begun long before the arrival of the European settlers on North American land. One of the most important aspects of Native American life is ecology. People of today have just begun to think about this. The Native Americans have always had a deep respect for the land. The Native Americans did not kill anything they could not use. They never killed an animal or a fish for the sport of it. Fishing and hunting were a way to survive. The Native Americans lived in harmony with nature and did not abuse the natural world. The Anishinaabe people did not have a word for conservation because it is an assumed way of life. It did not have to have a special word. Serious scholarship has revealed that the founding fathers borrowed some of their government ideas from the Iroquois. In 1754, Franklin became so convinced of the efficient native government that he said that the idea of the federal government, in which certain powers are given to a central government and all the other powers are reserved for states, was borrowed from the European League of Nations. When Navajo code talkers enlisted for the World War II, no expert code breakers, and the Nazis were masters at this, could decipher their messages. Their language was so complex that one single word spoken with varying inflections may have as many as 4 different meanings. But the Navajo only had a major problem. They had no vocabulary words for the warfare equipment and weapons used during the war. How to say bomber, grenade, and submarine. The last Navajo code talkers came up with the following. A bomber was a pregnant bird, grenade was called a potato, and a submarine was called ironfish. How did code talkers call Mussolini? The Italian was called Bertin. How did they call Hitler? They call him the crazy white man or the man who smells his mustache. Both the Nazi and Japanese codebreakers were baffled with his language and gave up. The Navajo language, which natives were forbidden to speak, was the one who saved the Allies and helped them win the war.